Hi, welcome back to another Origin Showcase video. In today's video, we're going to be showcasing an Axolotl based Origin created by the Discord user 𝓵𝓷𝓴𝓼 from the Origin's Discord server. And I'm surprised it kind of took me this long to actually make the video on this Origin. I've been sitting on this Origin for a fair few weeks now, and I already also realized that this is quite a popular animal slash mob that's been added into Minecraft quite recently, so don't question why it took me forever. The Axolotl is a 3 impact Origin, meaning that it has the maximum impact upon your game. This is for 1.17, which will work in 1.17 and 1.17.1. The Origin might be able to work in 1.16.5, but there are certain things that might potentially break depending on how this Origin was created. As always, just be wary with that. It is preferred to be on 1.17 and 17.1, but that's fine if you want to try and use it on 1.16. Either way, run into the description. You are adorable. You're also highly regenerative predator, but you're still adorable. Anyhow, there are a lot of you guys who actually watch many of my videos but are still yet to actually subscribe. Now I want to ask, why haven't you done that yet? It does absolutely nothing to change for you, but it means a hell of a lot to me. So it'd be highly appreciated if a few of the 100,000 people who continuously come back to watch my content would do that. It would be highly appreciated. Either way, let's get into the abilities. Moving into our first ability, you've got Amphibious. You're able to breathe on both the land and in the water itself, and you can also swim a little faster than the average Minecraft player. Wait, hold on, this is the start of a Merlin that can also be on land without any form of worries? Yes, it potentially might be. Yeah, practically speaking, you actually swim like pretty damn fast on the water. I think it's roughly as fast as an Axolotl actually does swim in Minecraft underwater. So that is pretty interesting that the speed's been pretty well adjusted to function pretty damn well. I'm also 90% sure that it's faster than a normal speed. You can actually swim in water with like all the best enchantments that you need for water, as well as the conduit and many other bits and pieces that allow you to move faster in the water. So I think it's also better than that than normal. Overall, it's really just pretty cool that you can swim on the water, you can breathe on the water, and you can also breathe on land because you are able to be on land. Also, a funny comment that I've been seeing a lot recently is a lot of people have been comparing my Minecraft skin to an Axolotl. I don't quite see the resemblance. I see the color resemblance, but I don't see the actual resemblance people are trying to get at here. So I don't know. You look at this now, tell me what you think in the comments down below. Do you see an Axolotl within my skin or do you not? Because personally, I don't. I just find a cool skin that I found back in like 2019, but you know what, we'll just continue on. Moving into the next ability, you've got Emergency Exit. When you would die, you will instead briefly gain invisibility, speed, and massive regeneration. However, your maximum health is drastically reduced and will slowly restore itself until this is available again. Now, this ability is very interesting on how it functions. As already stated, when you die, when you should die, you'll be decreased your health in total, as well as giving you a very brief moment of invisibility, speed, and massive regeneration. The invisibility and speed will only last with about 4 to 5 seconds, and after that time frame, it is gone. So pretty much you need to get the heck out of there the moment you get given the second you are meant to die. You need to escape right at that point. You waste any time whatsoever, you will be cucked because those abilities will not last long whatsoever. And after this ability comes down, once you get out of the area, you'll be reduced down to 3 hearts in total. Now, there's only one way to actually get your full health bar back, and it is by waiting out the timer, which takes several minutes to actually recharge. There is no bar indicating when it does recharge, you just have to wait it out, because even if you do die, you'll still be reset back down to your 3 hearts. Of course, it will look like you have full health, but the moment you take any form of damage, you'll be dropped right back down to the 3 hearts, as that's where you should be at, and it takes a fair amount of time for that to actually recharge. A good estimate is anywhere between like 10 minutes, potentially even more, as I sat around for around 5 minutes after taking that damage for the ability, and I was only up back to 5 hearts instead of the full 10 that the Minecraft player is at. So it takes quite a long time, which ultimately I feel like is a very good way to balance out this type of ability to give you a drastic disadvantage for you, the time frame it takes for this ability to recharge, and make it so that when you use it, you only should use it when you're in the absolute most dire situation. You should avoid death as much as possible. Anyhow, moving to the next ability, you've got Aqua Affinity. You may break blocks underwater as others do on land. Practically speaking, I know I say that a lot in a lot of these videos. Essentially, this gives you the Aqua Affinity enchantment that you can have on your helmet by default, meaning you don't even need to worry about it whatsoever, and I'm pretty sure you already understand what that means. It makes it so that you can act on the water as others do on land, aka breaking blocks at a normal speed. Anyhow, moving into your next ability, you've got Water Dependency. dependency. Your skin loses moisture over time, and as you begin running low on moisture, you begin to lose hunger and more quickly. You can replenish your moisture by fully submerging yourself in water or by drinking bottled waters. So whilst you can actually spend a lot more time out of water and not have to worry about drowning in the air like the Merlin origin does, you still have to worry about water in a sense that's a little bit different, as you need to keep yourself wet, you need to keep yourself moist, and that sounds so wrong if you think about it in the worst way possible. I apologize, but you need to keep your body wet in some form of way by hopping into water or drinking some bottles of water in order to make it so that you don't start to burn your hunger fast. This ability is very interesting in how it works. The more that your bar decreases, the faster your hunger will deplete itself. Now, because a lot of people might just think so, oh, okay, so once the bar reaches 0, your hunger will be depleting itself extraordinarily fast. No, it slowly does that over time, because this bar itself takes a long time to actually deplete. Like, I sat there for around 16 minutes watching the bar go down, and it barely even got to the halfway point. So this bar can take half an hour plus to actually deplete entirely. But by the time you were to the halfway mark, the hunger bars were going down about 1 every like 5 seconds of sprinting. Like, it was really fast and decreasing the hunger rate, so I wouldn't be too surprised to say that once you reach down to almost 0, your hunger is going to just snap out of existence when you start doing anything that requires your hunger. Overall, this ability isn't going to be too annoying, it isn't going to be too intrusive on how your game actually functions. It will just slowly consume more and more of your food over time. You'll have a noticeable increase in how much food you're actively consuming, but it isn't going to be something that becomes the absolute bane of your existence when you're outside of water, and it's very easy to counteract this. But to go along with the fact that it takes forever to actually deplete the bar itself, it also takes a decent amount of time of being completely submerged in water before it actually goes back up again. Going from what I was at, which was roughly about a third of the way down, like 1/3 of the bar left, it took around 1 minute and 30 seconds of recharging the bar back to full again of being fully submerged in water. So my guesstimate on how long the bar actually is, it would probably roughly take you 2 to 2.5 minutes to actually get the bar back to full if you were to somehow deplete it back down to nothing. So it isn't an instantaneous refill if you go into water, it takes a fair bit of time for it to recharge. Overall, I don't find that this ability will actually be too intrusive in your gameplay. You'll just have a noticeably quicker hunger need, or your food will noticeably dip too fast once you start staying out of water for a long period of time, like let's say when you're end busting or raiding in the Nether, things along those lines. But hey, at least you can do those things, eh? And moving to the next ability, we have Carnivore. Your diet is restricted to meat and you cannot eat any vegetables whatsoever. This is self-explanatory, we already understand this, it's been done many different times. You just can't eat vegetables, including golden apples and golden carrots. So what are your thoughts on this origin? Let me know in the comments down below as always, and if you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button down below. This is actually going to be the origin that I'll probably pick for the private SMP that will be starting up in the next few weeks or so. So hey, look forward to that, because you know what, it does kind of match my skin. I don't quite see the resemblance, but hey, if you do, let me know in the comments below. Either way, smash like, massive thank you to my channel members, my $25 member, especially Holly the Void, and my $10 member Decept, and goodbye.